What's up, everybody? Dumber Boy here, coming at you with a vintage slash retro style what's in the bag. I'm going to be talking about some of the gear I've been using for the past year or so for my vintage or retro gear. So for this particular what's in the bag, I'm going to be doing a top-down style um, gear, show and tell you guys what I'm using right now. So I'm going to start off first with the combos. All right, well, the first combo I have is my SK2000 Black, which is a size L. And I have the old school Bauer HM30 cage on here, bird cage. This particular bird cage was a copy of the Cooper HM30, and it's lasted me for about 14 or 15 years. Getting this particular combo was pretty rare because a lot of these helmets are in pretty rough shape now, hard to find on eBay, and these cages are pretty beat up, especially the ones from early 2000s. Many goalies had gone to the mask style face protection, so finding a cage like this was pretty rare. For this particular setup, I do have a Kaneskey HM30 chin sling right here, as you can tell. And I have the Nash U-style dangler, which gives you kind of like that old school vintage look, and also it covers the neck pretty decently compared to the V-shaped danglers. These are the stock bumpers as well. They don't stain as good because the particular screw ends up breaking on all of them and breaking the bumper holder. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that sometime. And the only mod I have, of course, is the Velcro on the inside for the sweatbands. So on the back of this particular helmet, I have put in number 27, which is homage to one of my favorite goalies of all time as a kid, who was Ron Hextall. If you guys don't know who Ron Hextall is, now you know who Ron Hextall is. He was a badass goalie, 87 Conn Smythe Trophy winner, as well as a Vezina Trophy winner, staple in net for the Philadelphia Flyers for a long time. He did have a couple of years, brief stints in Long Island and in Quebec, but he's all-time great goalie, along with Pelle Lindbergh and Bernie Parent. And so, because I love Ron Hextall so much, I have a goalie jersey that I wear on the ice with a Philadelphia Flyers logo on it. And on the back, I have none other than Ron Hextall, number 27, right there. It's pretty sweet. And the jersey company that did that for me did a really good job. They also put the 27 on the arms as well. And, the logo's pretty nice. So this is a goalie cut 4 XXL, so it's a pretty huge jersey. Fits over my my Vaughn chest and arms. Pretty sweet, and I just love the quality of this jersey. So yeah, they did a really good job. All right, and now this is combo number 2. This is my second SK2000, which is in blue, and it is large as well. And this one's sporting a Ray cage, which is I was lucky to find in the States. They shipped this over to me, which is now on the this one particularly has my Bauer HM30 chin sling on here, which was supposed to go on the mask I showed you before, my combo I said before. This one, of course, has a number 33 for one of my favorite goalies as a kid, Mario Gosselin. This one has the modification for the Velcro, so I can put a sweatband in here. If you didn't notice, I've got these white side bumpers on here, And both these particular bumpers are actually 3D printed. You probably can't tell, but yeah, the guy that did this for me out in Montreal did a pretty good job. And this looks pretty stock, and they're actually stronger and lighter than the stock plastic molded ones that come with these. I do have the blue bumpers for this one. Put them aside, kept them aside for now. But yeah, I love this combo so much. It looks so badass. And again, you know, I've got the Nash U dangler on here as well. And that combo goes with my Quebec Nordiques jersey, which I got custom made for me. No number on the back, of course, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with Mario Gosselin, Dan Bouchard, or Ron Tugnut. So I'm kind of deciding on that one right now. I might go with Tugnut or Gosselin. I'm still kind of flip-flopping between the two. I haven't decided, but yeah. Jersey Company did this for me. Did a great job, and it's such a beautiful jersey. I get so many compliments on this one. People just love the old school Nordiques, you know, vintage style jerseys. All right, next up is my blocker. Now I picked up the glove and blocker at the same time, and what I have for my blocker is a Genetic 5.5 Brian's. And this is the 5.5 series. It was a special at the Gold Crease out in Toronto. They happen to have this all Bucky style, you know, set, and I was able to pick one up. I love this set so much. It's probably one of the nicest blockers I've used. I know everybody says a blocker's a blocker, whatever. But this particular blocker, I don't know what they've done with the palm, but I love the feel of my gold sticks when I'm holding it. Feels I'm more connected to the you know, the gold stick when I'm using it, especially for stick handling, and especially when I'm trying to control, you know, shots along the ice with my stick. Blocker is very light, and it's you know, it's been used for a year now, and it's held up really well. I did have to use Snow Seal on the Bucky just so that the water won't absorb into this type of material. I heard if it gets you know, too wet, gets a little soft and starts to deteriorate, start to break everywhere. Well, this has held up really well in 1 year's use, and I just love the feel of it. It's very light, very balanced, very well balanced blocker, and it feels really good. So yeah, so that's the Genetic 5.5 series blocker. And up next to go with that blocker is the Brian's Genetic 5.5 All Bucky Catcher. Has a 30-degree closure. Really good protective catcher. This thing is solid. I haven't felt a single shot through this at all, period. And I faced some fairly decent shooters. Did take me a while to get used to this 35-degree closure, coming from a Reebok XLT and a Vaughn T5500, which is a more traditional break angle, which is the 590 angle. So that did take me some time to get used to that. But again, really solid. Really like this catcher now. After about a year's worth of use, the strapping system and everything's great. Guys, you can see it's got the skate lace in the pocket, and I too had to I did have to treat this with the Snow Seal just to protect its finish and to make sure that it doesn't break down at all. So as you can tell, it opens and closes real nice. I did have to do some of the closing and the opening break-in methods just to get this thing to break in. Brian has a really bad habit of tightening their inner binding, so it sometimes makes it very difficult to close the you know, these trappers. But yeah, this one's been fantastic. So I really like this catch glove now, and along with the blocker, I just love wearing my vintage set. It's my go-to set right now. I just love wearing this stuff. It's got the evil eyes, kind of like the old thief style in the front there. All right, and finally, we've come down to the pad. We are now using a Vaughn V4 7600. This is a 36 plus 2 inch pad. It's about 7 or 8 years old. Got this used from a dude because I wanted that retro look. Plus, I did like the the double break in the knee here. And yeah, this has been a great pad for me. It's super soft, really broken in, so it probably feels more like a 35+2. Very soft boot, and not many modifications here besides the thigh boards, because like I said, I wear knee braces in here, so wearing knee guards underneath here is going to be pretty tight. So went with the thigh boards on here because there's no regulations in my leagues for thigh boards. Plus I'm only playing shinny now, so it doesn't matter. And the final modification that I have on this one is I do have the sliding toe bridge to help take the pressure off the ankle and off the hips as well. But yeah, these two have been treated with Snow Seal. This brown retro style material by Vaughn tends to break down, so you have to treat it with Snow Seal just to prolong the longevity of the material. So yeah, it's a very, very, very nice pad. Super flexible. This is pretty much my go-to style pad. Just to give you an idea, this particular pad has the old school Velcro on here. There's no offset Velcro, so it goes right behind the knee, and then you have the quick snap buckles, as well as the skate buckle, as well as the three around the calf. So I wear these fairly loose. And we got this down, and this down my leg pretty good, and they rotate really well, so pretty happy I picked these up, and they're in pretty good shape, so I paid some good money for them. But yeah, in this kind of shape, given the year, it was a good deal. It was a good deal for the time. Alright everybody, well, that's my what's in the bag retro / vintage style goalie gear, and hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please comment below. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.